Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel! Today, we're diving deep into the story of a true hidden genius. A woman whose groundbreaking work changed medicine forever, yet her name was almost lost to history. We're talking about the incredible Alice Ball. Born in Seattle in 1892, Alice was a trailblazer from the very start. Opportunities for women, especially black women, were incredibly scarce. She didn't just take part in science, she totally shined. She earned 2 degrees, one in pharmaceutical chemistry and another in science, becoming the first woman and the first African American to earn a master's degree from the University of Hawaii. She was then offered a teaching and research position, becoming the university's first female chemistry instructor at just 23 years old. A true prodigy. Now, let's set the scene. In the early 20th century, the world was terrified of a disease called leprosy, now known as Hansen's disease. It was a condition that caused severe disfigurement and nerve damage, and the social stigma was immense. People diagnosed with it were often exiled from their communities and families, sent to live in isolated colonies with little hope of a cure. The existing treatment was a thick, sticky oil from the chaulmoogra tree. It was so viscous it couldn't be injected, and when taken orally, it caused intense nausea. It was barely effective and incredibly difficult for patients to tolerate. This is where Alice Ball stepped in. While at the University of Hawaii, she took on the challenge of making chaulmoogra oil a viable treatment. Applying her brilliant mind to the problem, she developed a revolutionary technique. She figured out how to isolate the active compounds in the oil and chemically modify them, creating a water-soluble solution. This was a game changer. For the first time, the medicine could be injected directly into the bloodstream, where it could be absorbed effectively and painlessly without the horrible side effects. It was the first truly effective treatment for Hansen's disease. This technique became known as the Ball method, and it was used for decades, freeing thousands of patients from isolation and allowing them to return to their families and live normal lives. It was an astonishing breakthrough, but here's where the story takes a dark turn. Tragically, Alice Ball died at the young age of 24, likely from an accident in her lab, before she could even publish her findings. After her death, the president of the university, a man named Arthur Dean, continued her research, published the findings as his own, and began mass-producing the injectable oil, calling it the Dean method. He took all the credit, and Alice Ball's name was completely erased from the discovery she had made. For over 70 years, the world didn't know the name of the young black woman who had created the cure. It wasn't until the 1970s that dedicated historians digging through university archives uncovered the truth. They found letters and records that pieced the story together, finally restoring Alice Ball's rightful place in history. In the year 2000, the University of Hawaii officially recognized her contribution, dedicating a plaque in her honor and declaring February 29th Alice Ball Day. Alice Ball's story is a powerful reminder of the countless contributions made by women and people of color that have been overlooked or intentionally erased. She was a visionary, a barrier breaker, and a lifesaver. Her legacy isn't just in the cure she developed, but in her perseverance and brilliance against all odds. Thank you so much for joining me to learn about this incredible hero. If you found this story as inspiring as I do, please hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another story of a hidden legacy. See you in the next one.